here for the post-game press conference, University of Tampa, following Match 4 of the 2021 NCAA Division II National Championship quarterfinals. We'll start with Coach Chris Katnack, if you want to have some comments about the match.
Wow. Really was impressed by Augusta. So well coached, very, very smart. We obviously had an opportunity to break them down on video, but you don't realize that they do what they do really, really well. And us trying to make adjustments didn't mean we were going to be able to stop them. The number of balls and long rallies that they won were really, really, they just shook you to the core. You thought you had points, and you just got snatched away. And in that fourth set, their ability to serve as aggressively as they did, and I don't know what the run was, but it was as big as our run was earlier in the set. So just so impressed. A lot of kudos out to that team, and really, really proud of our kids. I'd love to say we have a crowd like this every time we play. We don't. It was an awesome crowd. Hope we have the same crowd tomorrow night. But it's tough to play in front of that crowd, and our kids just handled it really, really well, and came through. And kudos out to Mel. I'm using kudos a lot, but Mel was just so you know, Mel has been an outside hitter or a setter hitter for us all season. She got injured about a month ago, and we shifted, brought in an attacker. She has that ability, but we're really proud of how she performed in that third and fourth set. She was really, really clean and smart attacking, and brought us back.
Coach, like you said, those kind of long pinball rallies didn't really fall your way in the first set. Is there anything that you told your team to kind of help them tip the scale so that in the second, third, and fourth set they were able to win those rallies?
I don't recall saying anything brilliant, or I do think our kids. We were all shell shocked. We knew they were, we knew they were very good at what they did. And I think I'll go back to 3 days ago when we saw them the first time. I think it was Katie said, "Are they scrappy on defense?" And we said, "Yeah, they're pretty scrappy." And then after playing them, I would say they were pretty phenomenal on defense, and did a great job being patient after they kept balls in play, and it just allowed us to make some errors and press for kills. So I didn't say anything special there. No.
This is for anybody, but similar start from the West Florida game, dropping the first set. What was the changes or inside the huddle? What did you guys talk about to swing it your way?
Not the greatest habit to drop the first set, but for some reason that just kicks us into gear. We like to make, at least recently, we like to make a couple good aggressive hitting errors and kind of shake out all the junk, get it out of the way, make all your errors in that one set, and then from then on, just you don't have to worry about it because you already did something stupid. So you just only up from there, basically, I think. So we just kind of been battling. That's not really how we wanted to start out, obviously, but I think the buildup of everything and just not knowing what we were going to face and waiting all day to play, stuff like that, we were just really anxious. So once you get out there, it's just the nerves of everything, and just so much respect for that team and the fight they brought in from the very get-go. Those are games I feel like you dream of playing, and it was just so much fun. And watching them, they never gave up, and they just pushed us to our limits and made us really rise, and that's what we needed.
Congratulations on the win and moving forward to the Final Four. So there was a huge crowd out there tonight. So how do you think this might have affected your performance? You started off a little bit nervous, but then you won 2 sets in a row.
I think we were under a lot of pressure as is, coming in as the 1 seed and playing the 8 seed at home. We're trying to act like we're on the road, but it's really hard, especially when all the fans show up now. And this time they're cheering for us instead of at West Florida when it was against us. I feel like we work better when there's people cheering against us, just because it gives us something to strive for. So I'm so glad that they're here, and I want people to keep coming. But there was just a lot of pressure, and I think we really had to get through that and make those errors in the first set just to push through.
So you were both part of the 2018 national champions team. So how do you think this experience helped you today or will help you tomorrow?
I think 2018 just experienced itself being in a postseason, having the media everywhere, so like everything going on, the busyness that comes with Elite Eight and NCAA events. At least us upperclassmen have seen that before and can kind of block out the noise a little bit. But I think the uniqueness of playing in an Elite Eight at home, like Coach was saying yesterday in our press conference, there's no one to call up. No one's really had to deal with that before, and there's no way to anticipate how you should handle certain things. So I think it's new territory for us. But after going to 2018, we're just like, okay, just another tournament. We need to block out the fact we're in Tampa and just treat it as anything else and really instill that in everybody on the team.
Coach Gannon said they'd be willing to let your fans cheer for them tomorrow, but but you saw them play, obviously, and you know Gannon. What can we expect?
I did watch them today. You know, I've made a practice of not jumping ahead, and so I haven't really broken them down. But so impressed with a couple other players. Number 8, their outside hitter was very special. And then they had, I think it was number 22, one of their middles was had a big night. So they present some problems. While watching them, they run we call it a rip, a one-legged three in the 3 zone. They run that as effectively as we do. They run some 0 tempo, we call it, in the middle, a little fast tempo. We're just like, wow, we're going to have to kind of play ourselves a little bit here. And they do what they do very, very well coached. And then they have that ace in the hole. Number 8 can go for 20 kills. We're going to try to do what we do well, which is we try to be balanced. Our 4 pins, usually we have pretty good balance there, and throw some middles at them just to keep them honest and kind of hold them a little bit. The one difference, I think, in the match today that they played against a team that ran a lot of slides, a little bit slower slide. We'll have 3 attackers throughout the match because we run a 6-2, and they'll have to defend a little bit differently, and we hope we can slow them down because they were very impressive in their win.
Coach, congratulations on a win in the Elite Eight. Tampa has a lot of talent all over the court, from Claudia Rivera being one of the best liberos in the nation, from the great attackers all around the starting and even bench liners, from Sorrel Houghton to Melissa Elias to Katie McKeel, who I'd sometimes call Katie McKill on commentary due to her leading the team in kills. But so much talent here with Tampa on this 2021 volleyball team. How does it make your job easier knowing that if one person isn't having a great game, you have 3 others that can be just as good or even better on a given day?
I'm going to be honest, I don't think all 4 have ever had a great game together, and we think that's going to happen, and we hope that happens in this tournament. You know, your job's obviously easier. You're a better coach when you have good talent. You know, it's I can't take a ton of credit for that, and you hardly ever out-coach people that have better talent than you. They just, you know, so that team we played today, I think we won the warm-up. We won the hitting warm-up. You know, wow. But that team came out and played very, very high IQ volleyball. And it just shows you that, and I love their talent. I'm not questioning their talent. It just shows you what you can do if you take a team and you go with their strengths and you play to they play to their strengths. And we've got to get back to doing that ourselves. We've got to. Our pins are going to have to step up tomorrow, and we're going to have to spread the ball around and make Gannon really work. But it is nice to have some nice talent out there.
The question for Coach. I know she's not here, but Sorrel's 27 digs were a career high tonight. Can you talk about her play and maybe kind of her role tonight and how that maybe changed?
So interestingly, we decided to pull Sorrel back row because, you know, the work she was a lot of passing, attacking. We kind of decided that in set 3 and told her you're going to be coming out, and then she played amazing defense at that point. And so we were actually thinking about reversing it and putting Sarah in for her front row. So that was pretty cool by Sorrel. She has that ability. She's a young lady that has the ability to turn it up in some big matches, and she did that in the national championship when we played Western Washington at 18. It was amazing, and she did it multiple times during the season. So real proud of her for playing that kind of defense. And but it is kind of ironic because we were actually going to pull her back row. We just wanted to go 1 rotation, save some subs, and we are going to pull her because we thought her defense and her passing was not where we needed it. and she turned it on. So
For the student athletes, as you guys talked about, you were a little nervous in the first set, lots of pressure. How do you guys just make sure you're having fun? And it seemed like you guys came out in the second, third, and fourth set, smiles, laughing, doing all that stuff.
I know that I came into the group like in our little huddle, and I was just saying that we need to focus on ourselves and like turn to each other. Because for me, if I make an error, or even when we get a point, if we don't come in, there's just we just feel super separated. So that's what I kept telling everyone, and I think it helped. Like coming in and looking at your other players and then not focusing on the crowd that was there, it really helps to just drown everything out and act like it's just us at practice or just playing another team in our conference instead of focusing on the big crowd.
Yeah, and just taking a minute, we always we re-centered a lot, I think, and re-talked about our goals, and we always say, like, our words are sacrifice, relentless, persevere together, and we just were like, you know what, sacrifice your guys, go after those balls, accept your role, wherever that may be. If someone else is struggling, maybe you need to step up. I mean, a perfect example, Sorrel stepped up defensively, and that's what we needed in that moment, and she sacrificed herself, like, her other jobs, and she was like, I'm just going to do the best I can for the team in this area. And we just really re-centered ourselves, and for us seniors, I think we kind of took the pressure off the freshmen and was like, look, either way, win or lose, we're just going to go down fighting, and none of us seniors are going to be upset about that. We're in our home gym. We've had awesome careers, and as long as we go out with passion and as a unit and playing together, like, no one's going to be upset with that. We're just happy to be here in the opportunities, so let's just leave it all on the line and stop worrying about the way, like, our name in Tampa and we're the number one seed. It doesn't matter. Let's just go play because at the end of the day, we love playing. It's fun. We should just enjoy it.
Win or lose,
So you both been in this position, the Final Four. You already won the national title. So are there any similarities to 2018? Or does it make a big difference to play at home? And what can you tell new players from your past experience?
I think this year is just, it's so hard to explain after COVID and everything. This year is so unique. And while it's similar because it is Elite Eight and there's a group of us that have experienced before, the uniqueness of it makes it special, and we're just soaking it all in. And the competition this year after COVID, everyone has just really prepped well, and we had no idea. Every single team here, not a single one seed from regionals made it through. So all of us have had to upset and battle our way through regionals. So this group of 8 is so hungry, and you could see that all day in the games and in that in our game. So I think we're all just knowing it's going to take everything we got. So compared to 2018, we were little freshmen, bright-eyed, and didn't know what we were doing. We're kind of underdogs, so we have to put ourselves back in that situation.
Thank you to University of Tampa.
Thank you.
Here with Augusta University following match 4 of the 2021 NCAA Division II National Championship quarterfinals. We start with Coach Sharon Quarles. Do you want to talk about some comments on this match tonight?
Well, everyone watched the match, so you tell me what you think. Hats off to Tampa. I mean, team's big, a lot of players. They kept coming, but we answered back. We fought, and we fought some more. And there was moments that, we had a few cracks showing, but we patched them up. sealed it up. And then the last set sums up us. When you're down 19-5, 20-5, even better. Okay. Even better. And then you rally back, and then you finish 25-20. Yeah, I mean, that's just heart, intensity, tenacity, integrity. You come up with all those fun words, and that's who we are. And everyone stepped up, answered a call, and we would have to against a team like Tampa. And the great thing is the crowd was there, and we embraced the crowd, as you could see by me turning to the crowd to rally the crowd. But we welcomed the crowd. We loved the environment, and that was the one thing that I'm like, from the standpoint where we're sitting, what we saw was the bleachers, and that's like the window to us, and everything was behind us. And I'm like, you know what? The voices and the cheers and the screams are behind us, but use that. Let that motivate you. And we did just that. So hats off to our team, and also good luck to Tampa.
We also have student athletes Chloe Allen and Alexis Diaz Infantine. We'll open it up for questions for them.
It's a question for all three. I mean, I know obviously the big rally in the fourth set speaks for itself, speaks for your play, but it just seemed in all four sets you just had these moments where you were in these long rallies and you just found a way to pull points and come away with points. Can you just talk about your team and kind of your performance and your mindset?
I don't know if you've been following our season, maybe not, but we are kind of known for going long rallies and going for 5 sets, so it's not really anything new to us. We kind of have practiced really digging in and having some grit and resilience and coming through to the end and being patient and pushing and finishing in those long rallies and in those long sets.
I think just what we did out there, speaking to any person, like on any team, just anything, and even applying it in life, like you never give up. Doesn't matter what the score looks like. You could be in the trenches. You could be all the odds could be stacked against you, and it has been for us since our conference tournament. But you don't give up, and that is the one thing. And all of us understood that, and we all just hopped on each other's backs, and we just rode.
We just went.
We did.
Yeah.
Because I told the team in the locker room pre-game, it's like we were 2 for 2 for knocking off the number 1 seed. And that was in the conference, beating Flagler, and then going and beating LR. And we were so very close about Tampa. We were so close. I was looking for the threes. But anyway.
First of all, congratulations on the amazing season.
Thank you.
And how do you think making it this far to the Elite 8 will help the program in the future?
Good question. I think it just goes to show that anything is possible. Had a lot of COVID seniors. Had a lot of girls come back over the summer ready to kick butt. And I think it sets an example for our program and our ability to fight against the odds. And we don't care how big you are, how fast you are. We're going to battle with you in and out all day long until the last point. So I think it proves what our program is about.
I think it also opens up our school and our name getting around the country and even outside of the country to pull in more to different players and players that will have the heart that we have to do. And it doesn't stop here. This program is only going to keep building like we have for the past 4 years. So.
You both had a great season, and also you played an amazing game tonight. So what are your biggest takeaway from maybe tonight or maybe from the whole season?
Great question. You guys are making me think a little bit. I don't know. Just the power in family and teammates. There really is power in people and believing in yourself and your ability to succeed, regardless of the outcome or what anyone thinks about you. I really do think at a lot of times during our season and our conference matches and our tournaments and our games, people didn't really think anything of Augusta Volleyball, and we proved a point. And it just goes to show that we can do anything we put our mind to.
The thing that was firing me up was that inevitably was my last time stepping out on the court. So I knew that I had to go out with my family, with my sisters behind my back. I think just any time you go out to a game to practice, just understanding that could be your last chance to play the sport that you love or to do the thing that you love with the people that you love around you. So I think just really keeping that at the forefront of your mind helped me tonight to not give up, to keep pressing, and just playing your heart out, truly.
For the student athletes, you just mentioned that you're both seniors and this was your last game. You guys should definitely be proud of the way your season ended and how you guys fought and scrapped. What is like the thing that you guys are most proud of about your time at Augusta?
Well, I'll actually be back again next fall, so maybe I'll see y'all then.
Woohoo!
Kansas.
Woohoo!
But my biggest takeaway, just the love I have for each and every girl on this team and how proud I am of each and every single one of them and all the effort they put in day in and day out and late practices and figuring out lifting, and very proud of her right here for making her last game count extremely well. And just putting everything you have into it. I really have, that's it, just you play until that ball hits the floor and you keep going until the whistle blows. So,
one thing that I'm most proud of, so I came in 2017. I've been here for 5 years. Our freshman year, we couldn't even make it past the first round in our conference tournament. So way past between Sweet 16, like Elite 8, Sweet 16, just our conference. We couldn't do that. So the amount of growth and tenacity that this team has shown over the years is truly I'm just over the moon and so proud of this program and the girls that come in. And we have new girls, we've had returners, but each time we just come in, we build this bond that has just helps us get this far. Like we have. So yeah, that's what I'm most proud of.
This one is a little bit easier. Just giving you guys opportunity to thank whoever you want to thank, or just leave a message for whoever is watching.
Now you're really gonna make me cry.
Ooh, yeah, you might make me tear up a little. Just thank you to all the coaches who were there, to the girls who on this team who believed in me when we've all had down moments, and who really lifted each other up and pushed each other to be better every single day in and day out, regardless of whether you were happy or not, or you were tired or not, or it was a bad day or not, and just having a program and people and girls that really believe in you, even when you don't believe in yourself. So,
I would like to thank again my coaches, ones who have seen me since high school, my club coaches. I wouldn't be where I was at without them, and especially Coach Quarles. I would like to thank my teammates as well, the sisters I've met along the way, the teammates I've made, and specifically my family. I have a huge, small family, but they're mighty. So they are my lifeline. I would not have been able to do it without my Aunt Ashley, my Grandma Pat, and my mom. So, Mom, I love you so much, and you've been my biggest supporter ever since I was a baby. So, that's who I would like to thank.
Yeah, I'd also, on that one, probably should thank my family. I don't know. I'm from Arizona, so I'm 7 states away, quite a few thousand miles from home, and homesickness is a real thing. And so my family, my dad, my mama, and my brother have all been huge supporters in pushing me to really be better and to be the best version of myself every day when I wake up and come onto that court. And so I could not have done it without any of them. For my dad, who has played sports for a long time, thank you so much for all the advice you gave me. To my mom, who picks up way too often when I call her, way too often. And for my brother for picking up when I needed him, and just for always being there. So.
This question is for you, Coach. It's been a long season. Are there any things that the team have taught you?
Patience. Humility. It's just, they have tremendous heart. Moments where you're like, are they going to get this? Are they going to continue to fight? All those kind of questions kind of race through your head at some point or another. I mean, if you looked at our practice over the last 2 days, you're like, okay, how's it going to go with Tampa? They don't really surprise me anymore, because, being with them, especially my 7 seniors for as long as I have, you get to the point of you know what to expect, the ins and outs, those little things, those moments where, who's going to step up when the time is needed, when who needs the ball in their hand, who wants the ball in their hand when the game's on the line. I mean, player next to me, I mean, I mean 8 point. I think 8 points in the last of the last set. I mean, you're talking about putting a team on your shoulder, not on your back, but on your hitting shoulder, and carry them almost to the finish line. I mean, it's just, yeah. There's just so many emotions right now, but it's just this team will never. I mean, they left a heartprint. I mean, they've left their mark on AU volleyball. I mean, and they brought AU to the forefront that, we are here. We're not that other Augustana that some people confuse us for sometimes. We are Augusta. We're located in Augusta, Georgia. But like I said, the future's bright, and we're looking forward to, like I said, not replacing them, but, because the program's built on the shoulders that come the players that come before. And they have mighty shoulders. So, I mean, they have really taken the program up a huge notch to say that, to battle in the Elite Eight against the number 1 seed and to make them call timeouts before we even tackled a timeout. Check mark. Check mark. Check mark. So, Coach is proud. No doubt.
Congratulations once again on an awesome season, and hopefully we will see you back in the NCAA tournament next season. And a question for the student athletes. Of course, every team has great players, but sometimes a great coach will always take them above and beyond. Chris, the Tampa coach, mentioned how well you guys were coached, gave him great praise for Sharon. How do you feel as well? How has she been able to help you become the best possible versions of yourselves, playing the way you do and being able to shut down any opposition?
I really think she has a wonderful ability to push you to be the best version of yourself in all aspects of your game. I think that's one of the most important things of a coach, is someone who's willing to push you past your comfort zones to be great and to achieve greatness. Because you really have to be comfortable in the uncomfortable to get to those things, and she does a wonderful job of doing that.
I agree with Alexis. To come out and to always bring us together, to always give us advice, and to push us beyond belief, I think, is a thing that helps us a lot, too.
I think they're going to miss my dry erase pre-talks.
Oh, yeah. And our pre-game talks.
Yeah, pre-game talks are always the best.
This question's for Chloe. I know you're from Richmond Hill. I also went to Richmond Hill High School, so I'm just curious. We talk about building the hill a lot. So can you just talk about your experience there and how it's helped you get to this stage here in the Elite Eight?
Oh, how neat. When I played at Richmond Hill, my volleyball team was not the best. I mean, sorry to everyone. I love my teammates, love the team, but it was not. I looked more forward to the club and playing during then. But again, it's just like the heart that you grow with the teammates, and it's always just going in and working hard and trying to be the best that you can be, whether it's practice or game situations. But I've kept up with a few. We actually have another Richmond Hill player coming next season. So they are truly doing a lot better. I've kept up with them a little bit, so they have built the hill a little bit since I've been there. But yeah, that's cool. Go Wildcats.
Coach, you previously talked about the standard. What's the message to all the young Jaguars coming right behind?
Absolutely. To repeat and exceed. that it really has been our mantra. That has been what we've been saying every year since how many years ago? 4? Yeah. Once we got to regionals, and then the Sweet 16 2 years ago, and then COVID hit, and then we took a break, and then we won the conference tournament last year. So it would have been nice to see where that team would have taken last year and how far they would have gone. But it has been always repeat and exceed from the previous year, and that's no different now.
I'd like to thank Augusta University and congratulate you on an excellent season.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you.
Go Jags. Thank you.